Hey everybody, Andrew Zimmern here. Happy second longest day of the year. Uh, anyway, happy Friday, or whenever you're seeing this. Ask Me Anything Spilled Milk Edition. We got some great questions this week. Denise writes about our Zambia series, which is on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and watch it. It's about my latest trip to Africa with the World Food Program. Denise writes, humbling to watch the fortitude of the female farmers to those amazing kids building the soilless gardens, not only to learn, but to bring food to the classroom. Yes, it was, I'm still humbled just talking about it. I'm sitting at a table near my kitchen. I can see my refrigerator. I know what's inside it. And, spend enough time in the world and you're pretty darn grateful for a lot of things. Curious, she writes, lots of smiles in those pictures, but also a few looking a bit more skeptical. Oh, yes, they were. Because many of them have not seen a film crew before, or as many people who look like me. We were in a very rural part of Zambia. The Gwembe district is extremely rural. How was the reception, interaction with you? It was amazing. They couldn't have been more kind, more welcoming, just fun. I mean, we didn't edit around stuff. The talkers were talkative. The shy kids were shy. You have to remember, a lot of those kids are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. And some of those faces were like, what do we do? There's cameras, there's people, there's a boom over our heads, and why is this strange man with the beard talking at us? So it was love at first sight for me, and it was probably love by lunchtime for most of them. A few were really just so excited. They didn't know the cameras were in there. They just wanted to talk about growing their own food in their own school to eat for lunch, and how it's changed the lives of the children there, the school, the district, and their family homes. So Wookie writes, let's talk disc golf. I was so happy to learn that you were a longtime lover of the sport. I just got in from around, actually. What's your favorite disc and course? Wow. Favorite course, I always have to say it's my home course, which is Bryant Lake Park in beautiful Eden Prairie, Minnesota, a gorgeous course. But there's so many all over the world that I've had a chance to play, sometimes once. Last weekend, I watched the Conapista Open, and who doesn't want to play in the shadow of Conapista Castle on those beautiful grounds? And my favorite disc, probably the one I reach for the most in my bag is my R Pro Innova Crow, or my Tour Series Nate Sexton Firebird. For long drives, on days where my arm isn't hurting and I can actually get my arm speed up, it's the Daedalus. I'm a big fan of my Wraiths and Sidewinders, and so that's the deal. And obviously my Greg Barsby Tour Edition Roadrunner for my rollers. Ina writes about Filipino dishes that I was talking about. Have you tried diniguin? Sure I have. That's a braised pork dish that is thickened with a little bit of blood at the end. And children in the Philippines and in first-generation families here are taught, they call it chocolate meat because it looks like milk chocolate. It's so good. It's so good. One of my favorite dishes. And she asked about the lechon. The lechon cebu is amazing, or any noodle dish made with any of those lechon noodles, which she's asking about the lechon paksu, which is just Filipino food and meat go together like a hand in a glove. Follow-up, Spilled Milk readers did have Prague recommendations for Stephanie. Bruce writes, Stephanie, the restaurant Turasa Uzlate Studna has outstanding bohemian cuisine in a romantic rooftop setting just below the Prague Castle, offering a spectacular bird's eye view of Prague by night. And traditional bohemian sausages, smoked meats. Go to Nasze Maso Butcher Shop at Doloha 39. We'll write this up for you. When in Prague, you must sample the renowned beef and pork. Absolutely. I will say this. In many other countries, I've had Czech chimney cakes, chimney pastries that are wound around a wooden spool and roasted over coals, which is one of my favorite sweet street foods in all the world. Angela writes, we were in Prague in 2018 and dined at Field just after they earned their Michelin star, which I heard nothing but great things about Field. Also, Bruce again forgot to mention for Stephanie, he wrote back a second time, Sister's Bistro, which is near that great butcher shop on Dloha, to sample all the traditional Czech open-faced sandwiches and small bites. Great lunch spot. Those are some absolutely fantastic questions. I encourage all of you to stick questions in the chats. Go to Notes, which comes with your Substack subscription if you have the Notes app on your phone. It's a wonderful place to stick questions for us. We answer them all every Friday. I think we had fewer than most because we've been less consistent the previous 2 weeks with our posting. We've posted just as many times. It's just been the different days. So I'm glad we're back on schedule. Couple of big things coming up that I would like to make you aware of. In the fall, stick around. Season 3 is Wild Game Kitchen is coming out on Outdoor Channel. Second thing, I will be in Los Angeles at the press event for the kickoff of the Netflix pop-up, where food people who are on Netflix, Curtis Stone, Dominique Crenn, Rodney Scott, myself, Ann Kim, a whole bunch of people are all going to be cooking food at this pop-up that's going to last, I think it's 90 days. It's going to be super, super, super fun. Lots of other big announcements about fun things that I'm doing in the fall and early 2024 coming up. But please also, the Virginia Highlands Festival is coming up in July. And I will be down there cooking up with my friend Travis Milton, cooking up a storm. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a conversation series that I'm going to be a part of, and I'm also doing a big dinner in the main restaurant that night, exploring Appalachian foodways. Travis is going to explore them, traditional Appalachian ones. I'm going to explore some non-traditional ones from other countries that I think follow the same sort of path. So it's really going to be a fantastic experience. Anyway, that's all good. Last request, everyone, send Spilled Milk to your friends. Let them know to become subscribers. We'd love to enlarge our community. I hope everyone has a fantastic, healthy, and happy weekend. Take it easy.